I refuse to return my boyfriend's $5,000 gift because he's an insecure simp. He deserves this. Am I the a-hole?
Simps deserve to be stolen from. Steal their girlfriends, steal their watches.
What a specific threat. I, female 25, have a friend Logan, male 25, and we've been friends since we were 7 or 8. I have a boyfriend, Matt, who I've been dating for 7 months. My birthday was last week, and I had a dinner party for some friends before we all went out to a club. There were 8 of us, including Logan and Matt. We had a little bit of a gift opening before dessert, and Logan gifted me an old copy of The Great Gatsby.
Great movie. Never read the book.
The book has a special significance to us because for many years, Logan and I lived in different countries, kept in contact, but we didn't see each other in person for about 4 years. Wow. We finally got our parents to agree for me to fly to his country to visit in 2013. We were talking about what we were going to do on the visit, and I really wanted to go and see The Great Gatsby movie, which had just come out, and it's my favorite book. Logan had never even heard of it, and I said that he had to read it before we went to see the movie. Logan was never academic because he's stupid.
Never academic. That's one way to say that your friend is an idiot.
And to this day, it is the only fiction book he has ever read all the way through, not counting children's books.
Wow.
Whenever I ask him to do me a favor, he always replies, I read The Great Gatsby for you, so I may as well. And it's a running joke. We always go big on birthdays, but this book means so much to me. The day after, Matt said he felt the book was an inappropriate gift because of how expensive it is.
I think the boyfriend's being insecure for sure.
Yeah.
But I see why, because this is like the perfect gift.
It's the cost, but it's also the sentimental, thoughtful, like off the charts. I tried to explain to him that it is just a sentimental gift and that the cost isn't the point. But Matt said he feels weird about another man gifting me something that costs more than his car. This argument went on for a long time, and Matt said that he thinks that I should return the book. And if it means so much to the both of us, that Logan can keep it. I told him to grow up. We've been having this fight on and off for a week. Matt saying that it's reasonable for him to be uncomfortable, but I think he's being a jealous child. It's not like Logan gave me a giant diamond necklace just to show off. He gave me something heartfelt that means the world to me, and I think that should be more important than the fact that Matt thinks it's outside of what he deems as an acceptable budget. My mother is saying to give Matt the benefit of the doubt and maybe ask Logan to keep the book for now, and if one day Matt is more secure, then I can take it back. My dad is saying that Matt's an idiot. My girlfriends are split.
I mean, so far, Matt's definitely being insecure. It is a crazy gift.
That's a lot of money.
Michael, do you want to come over here? Have you read The Great Gatsby? Squat right here really quick. Michael, you're in a relationship.
Yes.
So, how does that make you feel, especially within the context of what The Great Gatsby is about?
That man's in love. There ain't no question. That man is in love deeply, and I would be extremely concerned.
I watched the movie like a while ago, but girls with poor guy, rich guy is wooing girl. There's an edit though, yeah?
Oh yeah, there's
Is
more.
it juicy?
Yes. Edit. For everyone asking about the book, it's a 1925 edition, well known to be fairly rare. The prices vary, but it's very Googleable if you really want to know. There's a range of prices and it's somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to say the exact amount. And we have a much juicier update. Matt and I have broken up.
We saw it coming.
Because he never read The Great Gatsby.
It's yeah. He didn't end up coming to my birthday trip, but we were kind of talking on and off, and he sent me a text that dropped the L-bomb.
What's the L-bomb that she's, love?
I think so. And I did not respond in kind. That was the last straw for him. Now that I think about it, that was the next hurdle that was coming. That just brought it forward, I guess. He'll be picking up his things over the weekend. I would like us to stay friends. I still like him so much, but I know that's not really up to me now. I told my mom about the breakup, and she apologized for making me feel like I was wrong about keeping the book. She said that she was just so used to seeing me treat men as disposable.
Damn, right? Cold, Mom.
I know.
When your mom says you treat men like they're disposable?
God damn. She thought because I'd been with Matt so long, she thought that he might not be disposable.
Turns out she was right, and she kicked him to the curb.
I think I was hearing that I wasn't even ready to say I love him was a shock to her. And she realized she'd been telling herself a story about him and me that wasn't really what was playing out. On to me and Logan.
No way.
Obviously, a whole wealth of opinions and advice was shared about our friendship, and honestly, going through the comments on the post was the first time I ever had really thought deeply about our relationship. It brought up a lot of memories and feelings feelings, and I did end up talking to Logan about it and telling him about the original post. I ended up making a note of some people's questions that they were asking him. I really wish I could include all his answers here because I think his responses were pretty funny.
But he was just too busy staring at this green light across the water. It was really weird.
That said, with a word limit, I'll keep these answers short. Here we go. Logan did not buy the book as a way to express romantic interest, and the plot was not relevant to his choice to purchase it.
Oh, come on. Bullshit.
Logan said that he has never wanted to date me. And finally, feelings are complicated.
I feel like this, like everything just kind of is fucked. So she has no one. Her mother doesn't respect her.
No.
Yeah, I think that's who she needs to talk to. I think it's time for her to negotiate some boundaries with her mother. I think that's the most concerning part of this story, all right?
Yeah, was her mom the asshole?
Was her mom the asshole?
The
Yeah.
hidden
Was the
asshole
mom
the
the
whole time.
asshole for saying you treat men as disposable? But I think what I'm very curious about from like everyone, all of you guys right now is like, how would you react if your significant other's friend of the opposite sex gave them a gift worth like 10 grand? It would be weird. I think it would be weird. Okay. Anyway,
Wow.
let's get to this next story.
Thanks, Michael.
Cheers, y'all.
Peace.
My lying boyfriend is prioritizing his ex over me, so I told him he has to choose.
Am I the asshole? Also, this is a submission from our subreddit r/okopshow. So if you want to submit your own stories, go there. And this story comes from user otherwise sentence 340.
Shout out to you.
So last night, I, 27 female, found out my boyfriend, 30 male, is still talking with his ex-girlfriend.
What kind of talking?
Booty pics.
Oh.
Just from him, though. We had a few drinks and we're watching a movie when I noticed he got a text message. Nothing unusual until I saw that when he clicked on this message that it opened up with a picture of a woman, his ex. I immediately asked him what was that and why/how is he receiving any communication from her? A little background. My boyfriend and I met 8 months ago and we clicked in a way neither of us expected. So much so that when his job moved across the country last month, I decided to go with him. I love him completely and I feel deep down that he's the one.
Wow.
I left my hometown of 27 years to be with him. Yes, I understood it was not that long of a relationship, and my friends/family did have their doubts about him, but supported my choice and offered their hand in case anything happened that I would need to get back home. Now, we have had conversations about our exes, and he did tell me about his prior relationship with Brittany, 34 female. I will name her because screw her.
Damn, girl.
My boyfriend came from another country about 10 years ago, and he dated Brittany for about 7 years on and off. She was unemployed and had too many kids she could even take care of. So she stayed home while my boyfriend paid her and her children's bills.
Oh, God.
Obviously, how OP is writing about her, she loves Brittany. He doesn't like to talk about it, but from what I gathered, she used her children to emotionally manipulate him into doing everything for her. He's the kind of guy that's aiming to settle down and have a family of his own, so I get why and how it dragged on for 7 years. I never really held that against him. I had an emotionally abusive ex too, but that was well over 2 years ago. I've had time to process, and I have zero contact with that person. Near the beginning of our relationship, he mentioned how his ex still asks him for money occasionally and was even trying to contact him through his job. She still claims because my boyfriend used to provide for them, he should give her money whenever they need money now. You helped me in the past, so that means you have to help me forever.
The logic these people create to justify their demands.
Give me $1, now give me $1 million. He works for his uncle, and his uncle is aware of their situation, so obviously he's hung up every time. At that time, I asked if my boyfriend had any other contact with her, and he said he had blocked her anytime she tried to. I think just as an act of trust, if I'm not talking to my ex, he doesn't talk to his. And we agreed. And we left it at that. Fast forward to last night, and I kind of blew up. He immediately held his phone up to show me he's blocking the number, but in actuality, the number was already saved under a contact with a different name, Patrick from work.
Yeah.
I know for a fact he has taken calls and texts from this contact before, and I haven't met a lot of his coworkers either, so how would I know Patrick wasn't actually Patrick? We had a huge fight, and I wanted to leave our apartment so bad. He begged me to stay and held my purse away from me and kept asking if we could just talk. I was extremely upset and I said, we don't have anything to talk about. I feel like our whole relationship is a sham. Girly, if he's creating a contact that says Patrick from work and it's his ex, run.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not it.
He finally drunkenly admitted he's only talking to Brittany to stay in touch with her kids. He helped raise the youngest two. I don't remember if she had 4 or 5 kids, and they call him dad. Changes a little bit for me.
All right.
But still, you lied. I asked him if he still felt obligated to these kids, and he couldn't really answer me. So I told him to pick between me or the kids. He said me, but both of us have alcohol in our systems, so I don't know if I should accept that. I haven't had any relationships more than a year or too long, so I can't say I know how it feels to separate from 7 years and multiple children. I know they don't have to be biological children to feel like his real children, so I'm trying to be rational about this. Personally, my stepmom raised me. We had a terrible relationship while I was growing up. She made it painfully clear that I was not her biological kid, and it messed me up for a really long time. You can call me if you want, but I intentionally stirred away from partners with children. I don't want to be in that step-parent-child relationship ever again. He just left for work, and I'm sitting here upset. I feel used and betrayed. I want to run back to my friends and family. So, am I the asshole for telling him it's me or them? I want to know what all of you think. Put your answers in the comments right now. Is OP the asshole for giving this ultimatum? I mean, the big thing is he lied.
Yes.
And like Patrick from work on his ex's contact is
So bad.
So bad.
Really, really, really bad. And he kept lying about it. And I also just have a suspicion that it's both. It's maybe he does really care about the kids. I think that's totally possible. But also like,
It's sketch, dude. It's sketch.
Yeah.
But I would love to know what all of you think. Put your answers below
Yep.
and submit your stories over on subreddit if you want us to read them.
Do it.